Welcome everybody. What a fabulous day to dedicate a splash park. The Spier family splash park is the latest philanthropic gift, adding to just a legacy of generosity from the Spier family and the Spier Foundation. The Spier Family Outdoor Aquatic Center, Spier Family Indoor Aquatic Center, and the Splash programs, which, oh, by the way, offers free swimming lessons to all first graders in Foxborough, not only adds and enhances our facilities, but importantly, it has taught over 1,000 youth to how to swim, right? And the life-saving and life-enhancing skills of swimming. Give me a second. So this splash park is actually part of our 50th anniversary celebration of the Hockomock area YMCA, and is a fabulous example of capital improvement projects happening across our branches. So as you think about this facility, also keep in mind the members and the campers. How cool would it be to go to camp and have an experience like this as part of camp? So this really is consistent with our vision of enhancing the membership experience. So without anything else, first, Kathy and Jim Spiers and the entire Spiers family, thank you again for what you do for our Y. And at this point, I'd like to introduce our State Senator Paul Feeney, as well as our State Representative Jay Barrow. Paul's on our Board of Incorporators, and Jim serves on Jay rather serves on our Board of Directors. And just a heartfelt thank you both for not only the time, but the energy and the talent you bring to both of those, boards. So thank you, guys.
Why isn't everybody in swim trunks like me? Well, good morning. Good morning, kids. What do you think? Good. It's going to be fantastic good. Well, congratulations, both Greg and Kathy, and thank you so much for, again, continuing to invest in this facility. Your name is everywhere. Your legacy is everywhere. And if there's one thing that I know about the Spiers is the love of water. Whether it's inside, outside here, it's everywhere. And Greg, also, if you haven't had a chance, we have a beautiful chart of the Cape. We're going to have it include Foxborough. We just need a couple more inches. But it's got all of Greg's favorite fishing spots on there. So if anybody wants to take a quick cruise with him, he's guaranteed always to catch some big one. And this is a big one the Y landed. So a round of applause for them and their dedication. One of the things that impresses me is Greg's mom, who's in Florida, and I know just a little while ago they tried to FaceTime her, but she learned how to swim at a Y in New York City, and that has held true in the work that they've done to really complete and round out this whole facility. One of the biggest Y camps that we have in the Hockomock in all of New England, the number of kids that come through here. And it's a honor and a privilege to have been involved with the Y since the early 90s, and to see what has happened, what's transformed. I think it was in probably 1999, John Lovely and I and Greg and a few others met with, and also Ed Hurley, of course, met with Invincis at the time. And this was 17 acres, a tennis court, and a baseball field. And the transformation has just been remarkable. And we couldn't have done it without Kevin and Diane and Greg and Kathy and now Schneider Electric, the New England Patriots. I mean, it's really been an amazing run. Here we are in 2023 after we opened the facility here in 2007. So really fantastic. So I'd like to introduce my partner in crime, although we haven't been caught, Senator Paul Feeney, Foxborough guy, big supporter of the Y, and love having them in the upper branches, they say. So, Paul?
Thank you, Representative. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, campers. All right, it's great to see you all. This is pretty cool, huh? When I came in, one of the campers asked me, "Are you the governor?" And I said, no, I'm not, because things would look a lot different in the Commonwealth. So I'm only kidding. Not a political day. Listen, I just am so proud to be here. When I look around at this crowd, we're here to cut the ribbon on a wonderful facility and to honor Greg and Kathy and their foundation. But when I look around this crowd and I see so many people that time after time step up, not only in our community of Foxborough, but in the entire region. See members of the chamber, small business owners. I see so many people that step up, former elected officials, of course, Ed Hurley, and so many people that time after time, when the community needs somebody to step up, they step up. So to all of you, I am incredibly grateful. My job becomes amazingly easy when people step up in our communities to fill the gaps, to help those in need. And we know that there are a lot of people, not only in the community of Foxborough, but in our region, that need you to step up for them. And Greg and Kathy, you have shown over the years and continuing the legacy of your mom and dad, certainly, that you are a man and woman for others. And we are so grateful here in the community of Foxborough and at the Hockomock YMCA, to all the people that work here at the YMCA. My wife did years ago, and I know how challenging it can be. She used to run Scamper Camp up in West Roxbury, and it was incredibly difficult for her, long days, but it was so rewarding. So to the YMCA staff that's here, to the administrators that are here, thank you for what you do. You're looking at a kid who learned to swim at the YMCA up in Hyde Park in Boston. I was down the Cape last week, and I survived, and I'm here. So they obviously taught me something well. I had amazing memories from the YMCA growing up. It really was there for me every time my family needed it, whether it was summer camp, learning to swim, and all sorts of other activities. So I want to thank you. To Greg and Kathy, the representative mentioned how important you have been to this community and how many times you have stepped up when people are in need, especially the YMCA. And I can't think of a better facility, especially from the Spier Family Foundation. Again, being involved in aquatics and water, and how important that is to our campers and to young people across the community of Foxborough. But you have really outdone yourself this time. And I know that you're both humble people and you always point to others, but it's your inspiration. As we think of the mission of the Y with our mind, body, and spirit, and we think of the inspiration that you have given to others to be able to dig deep and make a difference with so many people. So with that, the representative and I wanted to offer you an official citation. I know you don't have much wall space left, but maybe you can find a spot for this. From the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, be it known that the Massachusetts House and Senate hereby extends its congratulations to the Spier family in recognition of the unveiling and dedication of the Spier family splash park at the Invensys Foxborough branch in honor of your service and support to the Hockomock area YMCA. And be it further known that the Massachusetts legislature extends its best wishes for continued success. This is signed by our Senate President and authored by two very grateful and proud legislators, State Representative F.J. Barrows, State Senator Paul Arfini. Thank you so much for all you do.
All right, good morning, everybody. What a beautiful day we're blessed with today. I had a speech prepared, but Mr. Feeney and Mr. Barrows stole about 99% of it, so I'm going to be pretty brief. Thank you, guys. I'm really excited to have this on our property. It was a vision that the Spier family had, the foundation, and it's finally come to fruition. Our team did a great job getting this up and going, the design of it. Our donors, for those of you that are members or have been in our facility, we had this great display in our lobby, and we got all kinds of donations, large and small, from many folks here today and some that are not, and it looks fantastic. I want to also thank Bob Dunstein, our facilities director. He did a phenomenal job keeping everybody on task. I know it's not an easy task, but here we are today. It's beautiful. I'm so glad you were all able to come and see it today. We got a bunch of kiddos ready to go. I heard a rumor there might be some celebrities going down and slide later. I did bring my bathing suit just in case. And last but not least, the joy that I and our staff are going to get out of this is once the ribbon cutting's over and everybody goes home, we get to watch all the kids in camp all our families, everybody in the Foxborough community that's part of our Y family, enjoy this for years to come, and that's what brings me joy. So thank you all for coming today, and I'm heading off.
Thank you, Liz, and thank you to Senator Feeney and Rep. Barros. I appreciate what you do for our YMCA, but really for all the communities that surround us. And it's amazing to have two people that care so much about community, about kids, like the kids in front of us, and just making a difference in our community. So thank you so much. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Jim Downs. I'm the CEO of the YMCA, and I had a great privilege of being the branch exec here. It was my first job as a branch exec. And so this is a really special day for me because this is my home branch. Don't tell the other branch directors, they maybe hear this, but this is my home branch, and it means a lot to me because, as Liz said, we've had a vision for this happening from when we built the Outdoor Aquatic Center back in 2012, I believe it was. And we did the plumbing, we lined it all up, ready to go so that we could do this someday. And I will tell you this, when I envisioned it back in 2012, it did not look as good as it does today. So I just want to say thank you for all the donors, and especially for Kathy and Greg for making this happen, because it was really their vision to make it bigger and better than what we originally envisioned. So gratitude and being grateful is why I'm here today. And we've been able to see a lot of changes in this organization and this branch in particular. And it's taken a full community of thousands to get to this moment in time. This branch, its impact on so many campers, so many kids, so many families, so many seniors, day in and day out, whether it's fitness, childcare, whatever program it might be, Live Strong, our integration program, all of them have so much impact. And for us to just be able to continue to add and do more for the community is what we're all about. This would not happen, and this is a bold statement, this would not be here if it weren't for the Spier family. If it wasn't for Alex and Sonia, and Diane and Kevin, and Greg and Kathy, this would not exist. There's so much that we've been able to do because of this family, and we're so grateful about it. Liz said that the fine representative and senator stole some of her speech. They also stole mine. I was going to tell the story about Sonia, who learned how to swim at a YMCA, but I guess I won't. Hopefully it's not in your speech too, Greg. It probably is. But it really was Sonia's commitment to swimming and safety around water that has propelled our YMCA to do so much with swim lessons and the Spier Splash program, teaching thousands of kids how to swim every year for free at our YMCA. And it's really that passion for swimming that has allowed us to do so much. So thank you, Sonia, for everything you've done, and your late husband, Alex. Vision plus cause-driven plus impact is our YMCA's mission. The three ideals are at the core of our YMCA's work. Today, this is another piece of that vision that helps us to meet our mission. It is now my pleasure to bring to the podium two folks that really don't need any introduction to this area, certainly, who have been so generous, and we'd like to give them some gifts. So Greg and Kathy, why don't you come on up? I'm going to have a couple of campers come up as well. We have some crisscross applesauce happening here. I don't even know what that means, and I've been running Y for 30 years, so I don't really know. Okay, so I'll show everybody. So this is, if everybody looks over to my right, the sign right over there, this is a replica of that sign, and it says, this is an Alex Spier quote, "I want to leave this world in better shape than I found it." And this sign will be up at our splash park forevermore. And we have two of these. We have one for Sonia and one for Alex and Greg. Greg and Kathy.
Thank you. Ready to hold them up? All right. Oh, that's money. Thank you. All right, big cheese, ready? Say splash park on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Splash park!
Okay, we have one more gift. And for folks who haven't noticed, maybe you're not that observant, there is a nautical theme that goes with this entire park. And Greg and Kathy love boating, love fishing, so that's part of the reason we went with this theme, and it looks really great. And so we have another gift for you to put up in your wall, probably at the beach house where the boat is, right? And this is called a compass star, and it actually has the Spier Family Splash Park on it with the longitude and latitude of this park, so they can have it in their house. Okay, now I'll take all the presents back and you guys can speak, okay? We'll give them back to you though.
Isn't that pretty? It's a compass rose, yeah, Ma. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Did you see this?
Here we go. Well, she's talking to my mom. We've been live streaming. My mom's in Naples, Florida, so obviously she couldn't be here. But I'd like to.
When we jumped in the pool.
Yeah,
And Greg lost his glasses.
that's right. I also want to welcome everybody. A lot has already been said, but the aquatic theme, when they came through, we were so impressed. To have the fish, the clam, the whole latitude and longitude. It really is a fun thing to get around, but it is a passion for our family, and we're just so excited. And we're assuming that, are all you kids excited to be here? Yeah! So as was said, originally this was part of the original design when we did the outdoor aquatic center. We knew we wanted to do a splash park. We didn't have the money back then, and also too, it wouldn't have looked like this. So it's really been an arduous thing. Construction started here in February of this year, and due to supply chain issues, basically stainless steel, things got delayed. Instead of opening June, we're open in August, but at least we're open this summer. We got a couple little things to finish up. But it's just incredible to see the amount of activity and a lot of things you can't see. There's huge plumbing below the slab. These splash parks are very complicated. There's all sorts of filtration and big tanks that have to be here. And I have to say, all the campers, they've been watching all summer long. The progress here, it was supposed to open last Monday, which was a rainy day, and things weren't done, so we got fortunate here. And then, part of the team that was here, you heard Liz, and kind of behind the scenes is Bob Bernstein. He is a construction and facilities person. I came here last Friday. He's up on a lift helping with the assembly of the slide. This guy does it all. And I came here a month ago, and they were working here, and the fence between the pool and the splash park wasn't done. And there's Liz and Bob out there putting the fence back together on a Friday night at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. So their commitment is just unbelievable. The whole team of the Y, the staff, Ed Hurley to Jim, everybody's contributed here. It wasn't just us. And, we're so excited to partner again with the Hockomock Y. We believe that this is probably one of the best splash parks for a Y in the country. And it will be around for generations. So we're so excited about that. And the other part of it, which is they just completed the pickleball and basketball court on the other side, which is all part of this park. So a special thank you. I appreciate the senator coming here, Representative Barrows, who's also made a huge commitment to the fundraising here. And Paige Duncan, I know she's here someplace. I'm not quite familiar with her current title, but she's helped us from the planning, conservation, and now she's the acting assistant town manager. The board of directors of the Y, they shared our commitment to be here, and we've had an attitude our whole time here in Foxborough, and that is build it and they will come. And they've come. I mean, we're almost at capacity for camp this year, and just seeing the wellness center. We have a parking issue that hopefully we can resolve fairly quickly, and it's just nice to be able to give back. So between Jim, the entire staff, it does take a village. This isn't anything that our Spier family did. This is the village all made this happen. And one of my mentors in this philanthropy is Don Rodman, who's no longer here, but he taught me, and he said, you know something, I want to be philanthropic with the areas that we work and the areas that we live. And for Kathy and I and our family, this is it. It's Foxborough. And, you know, we service, 12 different other communities, but what better place to put our money? And I tell people all the time, this is our best investment yet. Out of everything that we do, this sees what impacts kids and families on a regular basis. It's so exciting. And as is said, my father, who came through a tough upbringing, he said he always wanted to leave the world a better place. And we know we're doing that commitment. My mom is still alive, and she's actually live streaming here. So at the count of 3, we're going to say, thank you, Mom. So you ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Mom. She's laughing, I can see it. So, yeah, she's been a part of it, from the very beginning. We told my parents that we wanted to do the indoor pool and the outdoor pool. They came along for the ride, and it was really a wonderful event when we did both the pool dedication, inside and outside. We all dove in. That's what my mom remembers. I lost my phone, my glasses, and my wallet. So when I do the slide this year, I figured I was wearing my shorts and I'll put my phone elsewhere. So, but everything's been great, and I just want to thank everybody for what a wonderful thing to be able to give back to our community. And one of the things I mentioned to Jim, that before we shut down the splash park, we're going to open it up to our community, Foxborough, Sharon, and Mansfield, for even if they're not members, to just try to experience our splash park. We feel it's going to be a huge component. The other thing that is sort of our hidden thing is, even in the wintertime, the splash park is going to be so visible. It's the first thing you see, and there aren't too many wives that have a splash park that are part of their membership. Usually you'd have to pay to come to it. So we're hoping it's going to be another big boost for our membership, because the kids are going to say, I want to go to the splash park. And isn't that the truth? We want to do the splash park, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Well, at this time,
Want me to say anything?
yeah, let me see. Let me grab that.
Hey, Mom, do you have anything to say? Yeah.
Okay, hold on, Mom. I'm going to put you to the mic. Go ahead.
I am very, very proud of the splash park. I'm very grateful to all the people that made it possible to do the construction. It was a very difficult job, and I am very, very pleased with the completed outlook of the park. It really looks fabulous, and I'm proud to have my name involved on this.
Oh, that's great.
And with that, I say,
Yay. Everybody's applauding. That's great. So my mother's 94 and down in Florida, so we told her she had to rally for this. So great job, Mom. All right. Thank you. At this time, we're going to officially open the splash park. It's going to just take a little bit. We have to break down the equipment, because once we turn it on, there's going to be water everywhere. So just give us a few minutes, and then we'll actually push the button and make it happen. So just stand tall.
You might want to.